Is lying ever truly wrong, or can it sometimes be done as an act of kindness? Should lying always be considered immoral? Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you too. Today we are going to be reviewing a poem, and if you've not watched this poem, it's going to be in my description. Just watch it. It's literally a short, so watch it and get back to this video. The title of last week's poem is The Weight of a Lie, and today we're going to brush through it and see exactly what the poem is trying to narrate or trying to say. He started the video by saying that, is lying ever truly wrong, or can it be done as an act of kindness? And is it always immoral to lie about something? I know a lot of people are going to say, yes, of course, lying is immoral, but let me give you an example. If you had to save an innocent girl from somebody that is potentially going to harm her, but just before that person does it, this girl ran into your apartment and begs you to save her. Just after you hid her under the bed or in your closet or somewhere in the house, there is a knock on your door. When you got out, you saw somebody standing outside asking if there is a girl in the house or if there's a girl that came into the house. Would you say yes and instead just bring the girl out of her hiding place, just tell the truth? Or would you say no and instead just try to protect this girl from any potential harm? If you would say no and try to protect this girl, then we can agree that sometimes lying is the most virtuous thing to do. No matter how moral, disciplined you are, lying is the best thing to do in some situations. I know we've all been taught that lying is a bad thing and honesty is the best policy, but is it really that simple? A doctor telling a lying patient that you've got plenty of time left? Mother telling her child that everything is okay when the whole family is crumbling down? A friend telling you that you're doing great when clearly you're finding it so hard to survive? All of these lies that people say or are being told to just give a spark of hope, or would we agree that they are wrong or that they serve a particular purpose? Now let's talk about the difference between a good lie and a harmful one. Some lies are meant to protect while others are meant to deceive, but how are we able to tell the difference between these two? A good lie is one that spares someone unnecessary pain, offers hope, or protect them from something they are not ready to face. It's not about selfish gain, but about kindness. Now let's have an example. We have a woman diagnosed with a terminal illness. The doctor knew that she has just a few months to live, but instead of telling her the truth, he told her that she has time left and she should just focus on living. And she did. She spent the last few months of her life creating wonderful memories and not letting the weight of a death countdown crush her down. Some would say that this doctor lied to her, but others would believe that this doctor gave her peace. On the other hand, a harmful lie is not about offering peace or protection to someone. It's about avoidance, control, and personal gain. Let's take an example. A young boy's father left when he was just little. His mother, not wanting to break his heart, told him that your father would be back soon. Years passed. The boy waited every birthday, every holiday, every time there is a knock at the door, but his father never came back. When he got older, he found out the truth that his father was never ever going to come back to him. So that lie that was made to give him hope now turned out to be a betrayal. So now, here's the question. When does a lie stop protecting and start hurting? Lies have power, not just in that moment that they are being told, but in what they leave behind. Some lies heal, some destroy, and some do both. So morally, is a lie justified if it comes from a place of love? Or does any lie, no matter the intention, makes us dishonest? Let's take another example. An old soldier has been to many wars and has seen so many horrible, terrible things. And his grandson, out of curiosity, asked him, "Have you ever hurt anyone before?" The soldier said, "No, I was just there to help." But the truth of the matter is, he has taken lives. He has taken the lives of fathers, of sons, of uncles, of loved ones of other people. But he never wants his grandson to see him as a killer. Would you say that this lie is wrong? Would you say he was protecting the innocence of his grandson or protecting his image in the eyes of his grandson? Because this is kind of confusing to me. If he's trying to protect the innocence of the grandson, then I think, to me, I don't know to you, but I think it's actually the right thing to do. If he's trying to protect his image in the eyes of that grandson, then I think it's kind of selfish. I don't know. I know this thing is just quite confusing. That's why I'm making this video, because I want to have a conversation with you. What do you think in this case? Do you think it's wrong or do you think it's right? Now let's take another example. A woman's husband is losing his memories to a disease. Every morning he wakes up and asks her, "Where is my mother?" But his mother has long ago passed away. But each time she told him the truth, he breaks down and the grief just starts from the beginning. It's like he's never heard it before. It's like the first time that he's hearing that his mother passed away. So instead of watching him go through that every single time, she decided to start lying to him. And when he asks where his mother is, she tells him that she's out shopping or she's out doing something and would soon be home. He would smile at her, and he looks very content when he smiles like this because he knows that somewhere his mother is alive and she's out and would soon be home. So would you say that that was wrong or that was right? Would you say that she did it in order to protect him from having to go through the same kind of horrible grief every single time? Or would you say that she's trying to protect her sanity? Because I'm sure there is no woman that wants to see her husband going through this kind of grief every single time due to memory loss. Finally, let's talk about consequences. Lies don't always end where we want them to end. Eventually, the child might learn that adults should not be trusted. A friend might lose hope in a promise. A person can carry the guilt of saying something they never meant to say. So here's the real question here. Is it the lie itself that wounds or the hands that make it? Lies are not exactly just words that we utter. They can be gifts, and likewise they can be cages. So I would really love to ask you this question. Have you ever been told a good lie? Did it help or did it hurt at the end? Please drop your thoughts in the comment section below and let's talk about it. Sometimes I think, is it bad for a husband to look at his hideous looking pregnant wife? We all know that she doesn't look good. Everybody outside knows, including the husband, that she doesn't look as good as she did before. Due to pregnancy and hormones, she looks so much worse. Let's just be honest, yeah? But he looks at her, staring into the mirror, criticizing all parts of her body that have changed. He looks at her and he told her that you are the most beautiful woman that I've ever seen. As a woman, I know I'm gonna appreciate that. Do I know deep down in my heart, I know he is lying. I'm gonna appreciate that he told me that. Would we say that his comment at that moment is immoral or not? The truth sometimes can be a knife that kills, and sometimes lies can be a shield that covers someone or protects them from something. I don't know. I don't really know if I should say that sometimes it's just better to lie and say the truth, or sometimes it's better to lie to someone than tell them the truth, because you just never know how they're gonna react to the truth. A lot of people say that truth is bitter, I know, which is why I'm making this video, because I want to have this conversation with people. But in the end, I guess we just have to bear the weight of the choices we make. With this, I have come to the end of my video. Don't forget to give me a like if you enjoyed the video, and I would see you in my next poetry review. Bye.